What's up guys, it's MegaDPAL here bringing you Black 2, White 2, Elliot Battle versus some guy off of Smogan. I'm using this new team I made, which I like a lot, so expect more battles with this team. My opponent's using a lot of standard stuff. The main threat is going to turn out to be that Hydrogen, but at the time of the team preview, I was more fearing the Gyarados, didn't want to allow that thing to set up. I'm just going to lead out my Trekion as he leads out with that Hydrogen. Here I make an extremely ballsy play right off the bat. I kind of thought if this thing was Scarf, he wouldn't go straight for Surf. He'd probably expect me to switch and go for that U-turn or Draco, some shit like that. And I thought if this thing isn't Scarf, they might try and set up a sub or something like that. So I tried to possibly bluff I was Scarf and just go straight for that close combat as he switched into Jelly. I'm just going to switch him to my Ferrothorn to take that Scald. He actually gets a crit. Thankfully doesn't get the burn, which is a usual occurrence. And holy shit, what am I listening to? Oh my god, this beat is sick. Can you guys hear this? This is amazing. I know I should be focused on the battle, but holy shit, I hope you guys can hear this because this is some sick beat. It's so hard to rave and commentate at the same time. Man, I'm feeling it. So yeah, I believe I'll just set up some spikes. He went for another Scald. Now he's going to switch into the Celebi because I'd set up more spikes. And here, I don't want to take an HP higher, so I'm just going to switch on out of there. And there's nothing my Ferrothorn can do to that Celebi, so I'm just going to switch out there, go into my Soul Destroyer, my Latios, to take that as it predicts the switch, sets up his rocks. Pretty nice play by him. Oh my god, this is sick. And now he's going to switch on out of there, fearing the HP fire, so what I'm going to do is just drop a Draco and anything he wants to switch into. Brings us in this Jellicent. Like I said, fearing the HP fire. Does a decent amount. I am actually expert belt, you know, to bluff the Scarf. But there's nothing I can really do to this Jellicent now, so I'm just going to switch out there. Go back into my Ferrothorn. As I believe he makes a smart play and goes for that recover, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, makes a decent play, recovers up on the obvious switch. So that's good for him here. I believe I Leech Seed him. Just want to get a bit more residual damage on this thing and get some more HP back, because he's most likely going to stay in once again, try and get a burn on Scald. So that's what he's been doing all battle. So that'll be pretty nice for him, but luckily he doesn't get a Scald. Whole lot. Oh my god, Scald is not burning. But yeah, I do fire off Leech Seed on that thing, which is pretty good. Next, I believe I am just going to set up my third layer of spikes, because I have no reason not to. He's allowing me to set up all my spikes and enchants and stuff like that. As he switches out into his Metagross, I'm not too sure why. Here I'm just going to switch, go into my Max HP, Max Defense Line, just take anything he wants to do, and here reveals he is carrying the Armor Arm, as my Intimidate isn't going to work because there's a clear body. Yeah, he's just going to go for Armor Arm, resisted, take that easily, which is fine by me. Here I could set up my entry hazards, my Stealth Rocks, but I thought he's definitely going to go into that Gyarados, and at the start I was fearing this thing, so I'm just going to go straight for that Stone Edge, try and get some damage. Even after the Intimidate, this does half, 50% of this thing, so that's pretty nice. And I'm going to switch him out of there because I don't want to take a Waterfall, and I still need my Landorus to wall the likes of this Gyarados possibly in the Metagross. And yeah, so I'm going to switch into my Ferrothorn to take the Waterfall, which it does actually go for. Doesn't decide to set up, just plays it safe. I do get off the Iron Bars recoil, which is pretty nice. And I am just going to, I make a bad play here. I kind of thought it maybe wouldn't set up, so I just went for that T-Wave to get whatever you want to switch into, but it does, it sets up the substitute as our T-Wave, so that is obviously going to fail. And here, I believe he's going to Dragon Dance up while he's behind the sub. He has no reason not to, so I'm going to just try and break this sub with the Power Whip, as it does Dragon Dance to get the +1 attack, +1 speed. Pretty good for him, but I do have a pretty good wall for this Gyarados in my Ferrothorn, so I'm just going to go for that Power Whip. Luckily here, get a crit, doesn't matter, it would have broken the sub regardless. And yeah, now I believe he's going to, set up another sub, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, sets up another substitute. And I'm just probably hoping on I miss the Power Whip so we can get more free Dragon Dance up, but my Ferrothorn doesn't miss. Hits that thing with a Power Whip, which is pretty nice. We can get some recovery from the lefties, as am I, and I'm going to try and take this thing out with a final Power, as he actually carries the bounce, so he's just going to go for that. which is fine by me. I'm going to try and hit this thing on its way down with, like I said, power whip, as it does go for that bounce. And at +1, this does decent damage, 55%, something like that, and it gets the para. Luckily I don't get the full para, luckily I don't miss, and I'm able to power whip Gyarados in the face, take it out, which is fine by me. Put me at ease during the battle, because I was kind of fearing that at the start. I didn't want to allow that thing set up. Now he's going to switch into his Metagross. Once again, I don't want to take a hammer on to the face, so I'm just going to switch into my Landorus T. Max HP, max defense, like I said. And the Intimidate obviously isn't going to work because of Clear Body once again. The predicts that, goes up Meteor Mash. Unfortunately misses, but I'm pretty sure I can take those reasonably well anyway, so I guess it doesn't matter too much on the long run. Here I know he's going to switch, so I'm going to use this time to set up my Stealth Rock. Switches into it, what is actually going to turn out to be the main threat, this Hydreigon. And I don't want to take a Surf or a Draco or anything like that, so I'm going to switch into my Ferrothorn. As it predicts that pretty nicely, and is going to just pop my Ferrothorn in the face with a Fire Blast and take me out, so that's pretty good for him. I guess taking out my Ferrothorn, but that's fine by me. It doesn't mean I get the free switch into my Terrakion, which Terrakion is going to be a huge threat to his team. So here I know he's going to switch, there's no reason to stay in locked into Fire Blast. After all the spikes and the Stealth Rock's damage, I am going to go for that Stone Edge Precision switch. It's going to bring it down to where another Stone Edge will take out that Celebi, so it's extremely nice. He's not going to want to stay in. Well, they could have used that thing as Death Body. Regardless, I'm just going to go for that Stone Edge, because after it brings in the Metagross, the Stone Edge is going to be a 2-hit KO on this thing, except I do get the crit. I'm pretty sure this crit mattered. I'm pretty sure that Stone Edge was a 2-hit KO at that range. But basically, I had my Landorus T to wall that thing for days, so it doesn't really matter. Here makes a bad switch, brings in his Jellicent. And once again, after all the spikes and Stealth Rock damage, the Stone Edge is going to be able to kill regardless of it. So I'm not too sure why I brought that thing in. Should have brought in this thing, because Hydreigon scared me out. But yeah, that maybe thought he could live Stone Edge, but no, so that's fine by me. I'm going to switch. I make a bad switch now. I'll go into my Keldeo to take a Surf, some shit like that. I should have just sacked the Landorus, because he predicts that, goes that Draco. I should have sacked my Landorus, because I have no need for it now. Is a Metagross, that's right, is down, so I have really no need for it. That's fine by me. I get another free switch into the body bag, knowing he's locked into that Draco. He's just going to bring in his Celebi, his Death Body, see what I lock myself into, and get another pivot switch into this Hydreigon. So basically, what we're going to do, he's going to switch out his Hydreigon, second poke to my Terrakion. I'm going to be switching out my Terrakion, second poke to this Hydreigon. I'm just going to sack my Landorus this turn, because basically, as soon as I lost my Keldeo, my Terrakion's main thing, I have to take this thing down. So I'm just going to sack it as he locks himself into his Draco. I believe I have 3 left and he has 2. Now I'm just going to send out my Terrakion, as he's going to switch into the Mamoswine. I believe that's his last, apart from that. Yeah, into his Mamoswine. Easily going to be OHKO'd by this close combat, so that is perfectly fine by me. I do have 3 Pokemon left, so I'm just going to sack either my Latios or my Scizor, see what he wants to lock himself into, and see what he wants to lock his Hydreigon into, and go from there. He is going to lock himself into the Fire Blast, actually, predicting that Scizor switch. Fortunately, he misses. Doesn't matter regardless, because if he hadn't missed, I'd just gone into Terrakion and took him out of a close combat. So he's just going to run. So thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for having a little rave with me today. Hope you guys all enjoyed. Please leave a like. I really appreciate it. And yeah, until next time. Bye.